I'm gonna put all the numbers in a trio that will go to everything. Kevin has time to do it yet. And I adjusted the school to what the school actually told me they're working on. It's a little bit less, not much.
What's that?
The school budget.
Yeah.
I know we haven't started yet, but.
Yeah, that's a big leap.
Oh, yeah. Fish. School budget, what she quoted me, what they're working on right now is 1,803,091.
What page is that on there?
19. If you're looking at the new one, it's on there. I don't know which one.
Right, it's not on this one. Is this the new one? Or is this the new one?
I don't know, whichever one. Yeah, probably this one was on the table.
I think so. So that's the one I want to operate off of, not this one.
Let me throw that away. Did you write on it or anything?
Right, just your 81,000, or just your 61.
Cold breeze. I don't know where it's coming from.
Can you find it?
I think it was page 2. That's 81.
Do you have any idea if I can do staying up there?
Oh, Lord, I hope not.
I don't know. Why
Where
ask?
did it go? I just wrote
It's on this one.
deputy clerk, town clerk.
That should be
Contracted.
81,050.
So this is the
Or
new one?
81,500.
Right. Just wrote all over the bottom one. Oh, that's this one.
All right. We all good? Is it time? Excellent. I'd like to call this meeting to order. And I'd like to say that this is the first time, at least in my 3 years of being doing a budget workshop, that we have got it live and televised. So pretty cool.
So can I just go down through the increases?
Good, because I got a couple questions.
Okay.
Yep.
These are just the major increases on each department. Administration, 39,861 includes IT services, increase in ACO wages, the town hall floor, if it's refinished, a new copier, and other annual increases like insurance and whatnot. Public safety, 2,556, just because of the new contracts.
That's not
That's
much.
from the
though.
fire, right?
Yeah.
Fire and rescue.
Sanitation, 7,212.
That's what I have a question on.
We didn't budget for the recycle fee last year, which is 4,400 a year, and I put recycling
We have
bins
a
in there.
fee to recycle. I thought we got a credit,
That's for the weekly,
right?
bi-weekly. Summer roads has an increase over last year's approved amount, 340,661. Paving and road repair, overlays. Winter roads, the sand and salt amounts increase, plus the contract for plowing.
So wait, go back to summer roads.
Uh.
That's the increase. Does that include the payment for the bond?
Yep.
Okay.
Winter roads was 82,180. Social services increase of $13 from current year approved. Reserves, I didn't put your recommended amounts in, just what was actually requested. It's minus 1,000.
What is that? Reserves for,
For the reserve accounts, last year
Yep.
we approved 2,000. I think it was for rehab. This year, now the request I got was from aviation and we paid a reserve. So, because if there's a reserve, they can accept donations and add to the reserve.
yeah, I remember that.
Education so far, unless it changes, an increase of $230,060. County, this is the actual number, increase 31,064. Overlay is just a guess.
Hold on, so, county. Each one, 60,000 or something last year, at the last moment.
It was a mistake, 7,000
Right.
error.
So we know if that's. We know that's happening. That'd be
I
ready.
don't know, they have a new
Right, I knew it was definitely the other. That's true.
Overlay is just a guess. That's normally not cover. As I can know. But since I put in extra 2,000 to be making pieces.
Yeah.
So it would go up to 3,000 instead of 1. Continue the number increase yet, unless you guys want to recommend something.
And what we put,
It's
what
just
would we use contingency for?
any over to and talk maybe you can use for.
Okay.
Or
So
any-
like if we
any-
had a contingency and this year, we,
We do 1,000.
so could we use that to help pay, so we hire ACO and they're higher than what we budget. That's what we could use. So
Yeah,
that
administration went over, but budget. So
just was,
that's all, well, also our would decrease. Because our state valuation is 55%. No, our town valuation is only 55% of what they say it should be. Say, that's our, but they got our home tax exemptions don't accept. And we have time this year. People are only gonna get 55% of the home exemption. Texas.
absolutely. Other options here.
We have
When you say fix it, we're referring to the conversation where O'Donnell mentioned you should put short-term.
Yep, he said, I just looked at the minutes from when he was here. He said it would be cheaper to do a forwarding resale for values. If I have a miss, it would be less than $28,000 loss of revenue. So guessing it'd be $28,000. I'm gonna do that. Reval's $100,000.
Right.
But when you're done right, you have to answer a state letter saying, what are your plans to fix this? You guys can move your chairs if you want.
Is that okay?
Oh no, you may turn the furnace on?
It's cold.
Russ is there. There's only a burger one left. And we're gonna, so
Yeah.
have Rusty, walk around the house.
Ready, but bought everything. You have questions? Can you go? Have call the police.
There. I think my big friend, you know, the place.
You can do if that's, it's just they go in a book. You just have to fold it.
You can get books into market applications. So I got a copier. Where does that fall over here? Okay. So we'll be right over here now. We're gonna do with it.
I think the new one's less breaks down, but
It's in here.
fuel, yeah,
Right.
last year I cut it out of the budget, which is okay, because it didn't break.
Gotcha.
I know.
I'm not supposed to get that slides maintenance,
Office equipment.
office equipment. So say that must be it. Then we'll spend it. The 9,000.
Last year's one suggested when we were going to move it to base capital reserve and have it in there. That way it will stay there year after year if we don't use it.
Because you're always gonna need something. Who knows what's gonna happen with
Technology.
technology, AI. It's like-
Not of it. And I have it in here, budget. It says 40, just make sure you're right, 4,900, but it's a year.
So now the time. Because you budget 9,000, we getting another
Yep,
laptop or,
no. Last year we had 3. You could use it, 3 and 5 is 8, if the price is right.
right, I would budget it at least 6.
So
Because
that would be only like 1,000, 1,500 for equipment.
I know, but at least 6 per
Okay.
time. So I don't know if you can cut that off, because I'm just concerned that just goes side, I guess something with it.
Yep. We can either lease it or buy it, but
This one we own.
yep. Well, if we buy it, we pay for the maintenance fee. It's free toner, free maintenance.
If it's leased.
No, if we buy it
Oh,
and pay the maintenance fee.
Oh, gotcha.
I can get answers for you. This is. Outright purchase price, 4,906. Plus the maintenance, monthly lease, depends how long you go. If it's 60 months, it's 106 a month, plus the maintenance. If it's 36 months, I don't think we should, I don't know. You can't really lease for 3 years without voter approval.
How old is this one over here now?
Oh, I don't remember. I looked it up before. It's gonna be 8 or 9 years old.
Oh, really? That's probably worthwhile buying them.
So if we were to create a reserve, say this one doesn't break, you've got this in the budget,
We could put it into the capital outlay
That's-
reserve. It's for anything that has a life over 5 years.
yeah. Because I just hate for that money to, if we don't use it, we're gonna need to. There are days that thing's a little scary. It like
Oh, yeah, I've been shutting it off a lot and have to restart it. And
nursing it along.
so do you want me to make a note, maybe put it in capital outlay instead, money, 6,000? There's some money in capital outlay already. There's 7,800, but that covers anything with a life over 5 years that we might have to buy.
Like the generator.
We definitely need a generator, but that's not in there.
Right. That's why if we were to add the, whatever, 5,000, 6,000 into the capital outlay, and you've got 7,000 in there now, I don't know what a generator costs.
Over 10. Probably between 10 and 12.
I just looked at the grants and I didn't see anything out there for like emergency yet, but there should be some coming.
I haven't been paying attention.
Well, I'd be interested in moving 5,500 maybe over to capital outlay with the purpose of it going to the copier, which lowers her administrative
be-
budget, but that would give you 3,500, right?
5,500, you said?
She said it was 49, so I figured if we budgeted 55, and that still left her with 3,500.
Okay.
Does that work for you, Leanne?
It's up to you three.
I know,
But
but does
yeah.
that work for you?
Yeah.
How difficult is it to access that money when the copier
I just have
dies?
to go to the bank.
Okay,
Easy.
all right.
It's not
Just
bad.
don't want to make too many steps for
Do you
you.
agree?
Great.
It's a good plan.
So that lower number, the 9,300 now goes down to 3,800. You guys see that
Bottom,
number?
yeah. I'll make a note in the back for the reserves.
Yeah. And they vote on that at town meeting, or is that something that,
Yep, all of this, yep.
Yep.
Well, you guys already had 20, somebody had 20,000 they recommended for capital outlay, but I'll just write 55 for now.
Yep.
Until we get there.
great? I'm just blown away that the county's gonna go up another 31,000 after they went up twice last year, which is crazy. How long, will we continue to get our credits for CMP for here
Mhm.
and for that building?
Yeah, it's 41 a month. We got plenty built up. For each building, it's 41 and change a month,
Do we have much of an electrical bill up to the
41 a month.
salt shed?
Yeah.
41 a month. So, cool.
Yeah, they're all on the same plan. So as long as we have banked energy, it will stay that amount.
Excellent. Do we have a contract with a vendor for supply, or do you just do, so electricity is two different things. You have the delivery, then you have your supplier.
No, I never signed up for anybody different than the norm, whoever it is.
So that moves around. So that's why I asked it's standard offer.
Yeah,
So that's where you are, is at standard offer. So just if you see a big jump, it means your contract is ended and they might have moved you to a different supplier for standard offer or kept you where you are. We had some people through our energy portion of Secret Brown, bills went up 30%.
we shouldn't see a
just-
jump, I don't think, because we have so much bank.
No, I know that. I just don't want to use it if we don't have to.
We have a lot.
Great, win-win. We didn't have any snow issues this year either. No damage or anything falling without those little snow thingies, right, Kathy?
Was that,
The snow thingies on the,
it just kept the snow up there a little longer than normal.
but it wasn't a problem, right? No big, no.
So, medical leave is added to each employee, but it's not much, like 500 total, 6 maybe.
You still have a separate line for fax,
Yep,
but it just goes into the,
but we still have to pay for that online service.
Yep.
Yeah,
yeah, goes right in, feeds into your copier, right? So that's where,
yep, I hate
It's
it, but it's cheaper.
well, hopefully when you get something new, it will be,
It's just
I
people
better
come in to
stay-
do a fax and you have to wait like 10 minutes for a receipt to come back through the email. It's annoying. Yeah. Turn up some more.
it's amazing that it's still, I would have thought it would be like toasty.
It's chewy.
Hmm?
It's cold.
We ran out of oil. Just kidding.
I didn't hear you.
That would be bad. Okay,
No one asked for a raise except for Jaylene asked to be at the same as Barbara.
She asked what?
To be at the same rate as Barbara. It's like $1.15 an hour.
I think she should be.
She's
do
doing
too.
more than Barbara is.
I know.
yeah.
I think she should be.
When does her review due?
She did her first review and everybody's due in June before they get raises or early July. Or,
I think she should be brought up. They're doing similar jobs and she's doing more of it. So
yeah, she's doing Peggy's website stuff. And
pay her extra now. So she won't go.
Yeah, I think she should be.
Yeah, where does that come?
Deputy clerk, I put them both together.
Page 2.
I just multiplied their hours by the
Times same
wage,
rate. Yeah,
because I'm not gonna take any time
Excellent.
off, so. She near me.
is your health insurance going up a lot?
Yep, I called, well, my friend with a little baby there, she works for an insurance company, and I asked if she had anybody to give me a quote, but she said, look at
Holy
the
crap.
marketplace.
It's going from 11,968 to 16,900.
Hmm.
Crazy.
I can shop around, I just don't know, just call any insurance company. Maybe I'll call my agent, maybe she would,
Do they not have other options at MMA? No? I don't know.
yeah.
You're the only one who knows.
We're like, we got the middle one.
Gotcha. I don't know who offers employee benefits for companies that could shop. It'd be great if you could, but
Yeah.
ours went up, but not, ours went up like 10%. January. And our workers' comp is up because our building valuation went up. They,
But we got a refund. Like this year, they gave most of it back. So I
good,
credited that account.
yep, excellent. Be nice if that happened again.
And the ACO, you're not there yet, but I put in the wages that you said the new one might want to, not the new one. No one's applied yet,
Okay,
but what, they might want to be paid. That's what I put in there.
so he gave me that rate as an interim rate.
Okay.
He
so
actually
do-
wants more than that if he's
Okay.
next year.
So we have to change
So-
that then if he
Yep.
applies.
If he's a hire.
He needs to apply first.
I thought he'd already sent his stuff. He sent me just the option of the, okay, I'll send you what he sent me, but I think that,
Well, you were just inquiring anyway, right?
right, yeah.
Yeah, if he has a resume application, because I need to go do a background check, all that.
He said he tried to, the link online wouldn't lead him anywhere. I'm like,
Link to,
He said that he thought there was a link on the advertisement to apply, and it wasn't going anywhere. So is there an application here and
at
needs
the
to come and
office.
get?
Yeah.
Send her a message afterwards.
I haven't contacted Ronnie about anything because I don't know where we stand.
And we paid her for the month of March.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
So I was thinking we had the check all cut. You didn't send it to her. First week of March.
It's payroll.
I mean, excuse me.
February.
That was February, sorry. Yeah. Is mileage changing this year?
70 cents starting January. We go with IRS. It's in the administrative policy.
We don't pay you any mileage. Don't you do stuff for us?
Yeah.
We have a little, not very often. I think
Bank, do the banking more.
I assigned an address, but I was going that way anyway, so I don't really charge much unless I have to go to the printers for the town
Right.
report or something.
Okay.
But if we hire a new ACO, they're gonna charge mileage.
Absolutely.
And constable for checking the beach, he's
Yeah.
probably gonna charge mileage.
And you said it's going up to 70 cents a mile.
It did January. We go with whatever the IRS says it is.
Went up to what?
70
70.
cents a mile.
So up here, you've got, right here, mileage,
Mhm.
and then you said ACO, constable, and all,
That's for
So you put-
everybody.
2,000 in there.
I know.
That worries me. 'Cause
I
that
know.
doesn't-
But if you look at, well, we did spend a lot in '23. And you guys too, if you use your car to go to a training or whatnot, you charge mileage.
We didn't,
I
You
never
sh-
did.
You
Yeah.
should.
Yeah, he charged FEMA.
Yeah, you should.
I didn't. It's a freebie, I guess.
If you work anywhere other than your office, you know.
yeah. So I was gonna do the 2,000 divided by 70.
ACO, they can put the miles on.
Hmm.
I don't know where he
Absolutely.
lives, but
In Buckfield. I believe he lives in Buckfield. Now, does that include
everybody,
road commissioner too?
yes.
Okay. So, because right now at 2,000, it's, you get about 2,857 miles.
How many?
2,857 miles.
We probably should, because he's gonna be going to the beach every other thing and
That's right.
ACO.
Yep, that's my concern, that number's not high enough. I mean, I want to be realistic. And I don't think people have been claiming miles, so an ACO will and constable should, he will. So, it's like,
Right now, it's literally at $1,999.90.
that's where it is right now.
For the mileage, you just said 2,857
Yeah.
Oh,
miles.
yeah.
Yeah, she divided it by, yeah.
So,
Every time he gets a call, that's gonna be probably 20 miles, the ACO.
that's what I'm thinking too. Yep. I'm just throwing some numbers in here. So think about this, just going to the beach, 45 times, which you know he's
Oh,
gonna do more
him.
than that, right? Just that's $500 mileage.
3, 4, 5, 6, that's probably 12 miles both ways from his house, yeah.
I think we need to move it to 3,000.
Did you say 3? Yeah.
Whereabouts is this?
So it's on the
first
very
line.
first line. Sorry, I jumped backwards, but I thought it was on this
Oh, at
page.
the top,
Yeah.
okay.
I want to move that to 3,000. Because constable work and ACO work, and he's already covering, did you see, he posted a couple things in Hartford?
I know,
Who did?
Brandon,
Who, what?
Dogs.
lost dog or found
The
dog.
ACO out of Buckfield?
Yeah.
He posted a couple of postings for Hartford animals.
Oh.
I'm guessing someone called him and he just did it,
Oh,
so.
thank you, Brandon.
So we're gonna go down through all these separate. We shouldn't be jumping around.
Yeah, just, if there's something you don't agree with, then we're gonna go through them with the budget committee, you can always adjust it.
Mhm.
And we'll meet after the budget committee's done and look at them again. The audit went up to 15,000. I didn't highlight.
Did you put that in here already?
Yes, yeah, I did highlight. They used to tell us that all the other girls, we're the easiest town. And why you keep raising the price?
Right.
Yep.
So on the bottom of the, I don't know which page it is for you guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm down by animal control. There's cat fees, veterinarian fees, and animal shelter fees. We saw some of that stuff this year, and
Page 5.
I know I chipped in towards something that we did. I don't know if we, so far we've only done 56 and 872, probably because she's not around. So the ACO will bring animals to the shelter if they can't find homes or whatever, and we get a shelter fee.
Mhm.
Plus, we have a contract with the shelters.
Mhm.
So I'm down by the last columns, one of the last sections down near the bottom where it says cat fees, veterinarian fees, and animal shelter fee. So, but they've been short, but it looks like we're budgetary wise, we're not really over yet. But our ECO wasn't around a lot.
Did the proposed applicant give you a number that the budget would be for next year?
He did send me something I haven't opened yet,
Okay.
that,
I just circled it. I put a question mark.
yeah, I'll email that over to you. He said, I'm gonna send you this for budget stuff. I said, okay. And I didn't open it because at that time I was just trying to fill part-time. So, constable and maintenance wages, he'll be on the review come,
I have it on my calendar. I think it's well, he's got a 60-day review.
Yeah.
Unless you want to wait till June.
no, I'd like to,
But he's not getting any more money this year. No
No.
raises.
no,
I think it's April. So.
and he knows where he stands on, I know that day you told him how many hours he had to spend
Yep.
to stay within budget.
Yep. He put, I don't want to make your meeting any longer. He decided putting picnic tables together today.
Oh, good. Yeah, he
Is the
seems,
picnic tables?
We got one of them together.
Oh, yeah?
After he cleaned up in here.
Rusty's got a nice small trailer if he wants to take one at a time, and Rusty can help too. Can bring it down to the gate when the time comes. Get a group.
Add a little bit to elections in case we have a special election. Hopefully not.
And you've got the rec budget in here.
Yeah, where's yep. So that's just for wages, and they'll have that $1,000 in the reserve to
Yeah.
spend for their,
Yeah.
to supply their fundraising or whatever else.
Right.
I don't have anything for the beach. Oh, porta potty.
Mhm.
I forgot.
People can't hold it that long. You're gonna have to put something in.
Yep, I'll put it in. It's so
Okay.
much per month, I don't remember.
It's like 6 months, right? June to September, and we pulled it. Now, to the beach funds,
And stickers too. That's only like $50.
We're gonna stickers to yours?
Yeah, but
What's
next
that?
year, yep. I'll put 70. I gotta look, see how much. Sorry.
so the money we get in for the beach passes, does that show up in here at all?
Goes
No.
to revenue.
Okay.
They asked me if, I'm trying to get recreation committee members, because I'm 3. Dana says if we don't meet for rec committee meetings, can we still have swim lessons? Like, no, that's your thing.
Right.
You know,
maybe-
because you guys, unless you guys want to plan and figure out swimming lessons, but it's usually the rec committee.
Right. No, we want them to do it because they know what they're doing. But they do have to have meetings, even if it's because they want to do fundraising. That's why they want to have that other. I know they've been through some turnover, but I think as weather gets warmer, there'll be more interest.
Yep, someone filled out a sheet today. I'm trying to ask people to join. Oh, we do have 500.
What's that for?
The beach, it's on the next page.
Oh.
But that's not enough because it's 100 and something a month for the porta potty. I'll check the price.
Yeah, I don't remember how much it was either.
It's like 125 a month or something like that.
I don't remember.
They bring it.
You don't need any money for office supplies?
Yes.
There's nothing. There's
On the
nothing
first
right-
page, I have 4,000. What's that under? Is that under a committee?
Town office.
No, that doesn't come out of that fund. When I was gone, they did some funky budgeting, paid things out of different places. So I have to show,
Because of the years backwards.
but that's not where I pay them out of. But I just want to show what they did. Is there a money amount over here somewhere?
431 and.
Yeah.
and
So that shouldn't come out of town office. That should come out of first page supplies. But they did
Okay,
a bunch of
office supplies.
strange
Yeah.
stuff.
So, but if you go all the way over to where the budget number, it should be 0.
Over here it is.
This column is the requests right here.
Right.
Is it
Okay.
0 there?
Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah, porta potty.
So I'm a little concerned about the ongoing electrical issues in this building. They had to reset breakers several times.
Oh, I know it. That happens. It
They have both
always
stoves
is.
going.
Well, isn't that the reason we have 2 stoves, is you could have both stoves going?
That happens at every,
And then they had stuff out
Family
here and that
members.
was blowing, and I have to tell you, I wouldn't even know, I mean, I know where the breakers are, but I have to get a good idea, because they knew what they were doing. There are people here that are confused. with
Well, that
all
happened to
this
us at
stuff.
Thanksgiving too. You can't run everything at once.
We ought to be,
or something needs to be
Setting up-
updated or something.
that's what I'm
Someone who
thinking.
would know would be Tom.
Greg Young.
Yeah, Greg too. Yeah.
It'd be neat if we can get an evaluation to
Cheaper
see
than Tom.
what the problem
What do we
is.
have to do to-
Right.
yeah.
How do we fix that? Because it'd be pretty upsetting if somebody's around and we're all gone, and they can't get the power back on, and they rented the hall and that.
I got a
function.
few complaints about that.
Yeah.
So maybe it'd be the time to have him come down.
Please look at it, tell us, give
So
us
it's
a
one-
recommendation.
Give
It's
us a-
120 a month for the porta potty.
How much?
120 a month.
Well, we just do 6 months, right? June through August, they pull it in September, is that what we had done before?
Would you say June to
Labor Day?
October?
I thought
May,
Labor Day?
Memorial
Memorial
Day,
to Labor?
usually near
That's the end of the
Memorial
month.
Day, and then,
well, we want it there.
right,
Right.
and then
Till
we keep
Labor
it through Labor Day. Then he comes and picks it up when he's ready,
August, September,
right?
October.
He calls you.
5 or 6 months. Any other plans for the beach?
Tables are going down, that'll be exciting.
I know
We are
he
gonna have to
wants-
buy cement
Yeah,
and buckets.
out of this year.
Oh, that's this year.
I think that's the wind.
You better call and give him a,
That was the wind.
There's no wind out there.
Yeah, there is.
not enough to make the lights flicker. Maybe I'll have Greg come down and take a look at that stuff and have him give us
A recommendation and the price.
120 times 6, just to be sure.
Yeah. Comes halfway through
Right.
May and stays, comes and picks it up after Labor Day.
720.
Yep.
It's only 4 months.
What's that?
It's only 4 months.
Well, he comes mid-May
Yep.
and he picks it up sometime
June,
mid-September.
July, August, September. Yeah, that's 4 months.
No, May, June,
Yeah.
July, August, September.
5.
May, June, July, August, September.
Yep, so 5 times 120.
So 5.
But if it's 90 degrees, are we taking the porta potty away in October and let everybody pee on the beach?
that would be 600 if we did 5 months, and if he brought it mid-May and brought it back mid-September.
All right, so do that.
Yeah.
And no extra, where are you?
Could be warm at Christmas, but that outhouse better be gone.
Anything extra we might
For the
need
beach?
at the beach? Or you want just the 600? What if the price increases or?
Right.
Good.
Okay. Why don't we put in 700 then? Hope he doesn't go up more than $20 a month.
Good.
So somewhere under here, under, this is where sanitation is, that's fire coverage, recycling, hauling, right here. Public safety grand total, but I mean, right underneath there is sanitation. When you put down, recycling fee, what is that?
That's what they charge every, have it on scraps.
And then you said on that, you talking about us buying recycling bins or
Yep.
him buying recycling bins?
I'm sorry, us. I don't know. Maybe that's something else to tell you. I don't want to make
The
you.
surcharge,
Yeah, they're sending a $360 surcharge per month, I guess, right now.
actually,
That's what I did with the contract. I stuck it in your selectmen's packet because I wanted it for the meeting tomorrow.
But it's a surcharge, but we don't know what it's for.
It says increased cost of equipment, fuel, lists a few things.
And the contract allows for that.
good.
I didn't see it. It said the tipping may vary, but it doesn't say anything about surcharges.
Well, they have to come back every other week and come pick up our recycling. Because they haven't picked it up yet. I have to call and they come all the way back to get recycling. Every single time. Told them, I said, it'd be a lot less expensive if people would just pick it up
Good time.
first time.
I'll make a note to double check on this. 'Cause,
Oh, excuse me, sorry.
This is just their bid page, but it says 4,400 recycling handling charge. Which we didn't budget for this current year. It was missed. When they put a bid in, they just attach this to our contract.
Are you saying nobody knew that was coming? It just kind of appeared,
The surcharge,
this thing here?
no, that's their contract amounts. We just missed that recycling in the budget for current year.
Oh.
But this surcharge that I got Saturday,
Hmm.
I didn't.
Nobody knew anything about it?
No,
There's
I s-
nowhere in writing?
they
Nothing
just
on
sent a
there.
bill. Actually, they sent two bills, but I only paid one. Because I paid February's. I'm not going back to January and paying a surcharge.
What warrants, if we don't have anything, why are we paying for something we knew nothing about? Why'd you pay it?
It's not approved yet.
Ah, you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we never heard of that before.
No,
Unless
not
it's-
from Archie's.
And I
unless it's
didn't see
something
the,
this new
sorry,
guy's packing.
Probably for all these extra trips back to Hartford, I don't know.
well, they pick it up the
I
first
know.
time. So it doesn't even say in here that it says that they credit us metal and steel from collection to be credited back to town. That's during bulky waste. But it doesn't say like recycling is a direct credit, which they've always said it was. You know what I mean? Recycling comes off as a straight credit onto our,
Just the metal.
so all the paper recycling and stuff we're doing now is for what?
We have to pay for that. We have to pay for the labor and trucks and, yeah. And we pay, the $4,400 a year.
I'm pretty sure the solid waste committee was
Recycling charge.
talking about how they, we get a direct credit when the more recycling we do.
We don't pay tipping, but we still pay for the truck,
We still pay,
I'm
okay.
sure. That's why they have all the, oh, that's bulky. Metal, steel, credited back to the town.
Oh, I still wish we could go to Buckfield.
I don't know, I'm not clear on that. I'm sure we pay for the trucking though.
Right. Who do we contact about the surcharge?
I sent Melissa at the office an email, I haven't heard back yet.
Okay.
I thought I had Jerry's number, but I can't find it.
I'll send it to you. Sheriff's going to our house.
Abby?
I give Rusty the heads up. He says there's no sign of a break-in. Rusty says that. The sheriff is going to come over and check on the house.
The town hall, let me make sure. We need a light for that flagpole. We used to have a street light which would light it up. Somebody shut it down and while I was gone. So we need a solar light or something that attaches.
They sell those too, attaches right to the flagpole. and-
Maybe I'll get it this year if there's money in the hall budget, maintenance. Because we're supposed to have something, either that or take the flag down.
Right, it's supposed to be lit all the time.
Yep.
Let's get a light.
Kids between the floodlights.
Solar would be best. That way we can just stick it right on there, right? Easy.
And we bought one for our flag at Bear Pond that went on the bottom and clamped with the solar panel clamped up. But it wasn't strong enough to reach, the pole was really
Yeah.
tall. So then we had to move it up.
Plus the snow and stuff, so you want it up a little.
Right, yep. You want to make sure the light's strong enough to lumen the,
What do we want to do about the recycle bins?
The number I put, because I got quotes, I know you put a number in too, but this one was
Yeah.
free shipping if you ordered so many. So
So-
I used my number, but do what you want.
but years ago, we had recycling bins that said Hartford.
Right.
And we won't be able to recycle, of course. So, but there's some houses that've got 3 of them, and then there's homes that didn't get any.
I wonder if you could do a recall. We have 2. See if anybody would want to donate, if you have a surplus.
Yeah, these would have Hartford on them. I was gonna charge people what they cost.
Didn't we pay
Yeah, that's a great idea.
$10 for them?
Yes, we bought a ton of them. First we charged for them, then we started giving them away because there were so many.
Mhm.
When I came back, they're all gone. I don't,
Well, I guess if
Gotcha.
you're gonna recoup the money, you're just putting it up front.
Yeah, revenue would offset it. I
Sure.
think I put a number in, let me double check.
We will be talking with Buckfield, with Cameron anyway, hopefully that people will still use their recycling containers, but they'll,
No, I didn't. So we would want to put whatever the cost is. We would put how many we think we would sell in 1 year in revenue too. So
So I'm on your page 7, 2950. Is that what you have for a number on yours?
my waste is on a different page. 2950?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the 250 at 1165 with free shipping, Hartford logo, 14 gallon. But
no, I love it.
Okay.
And we charge them.
150 of them at 1165. Okay.
And what do they come, what's the total come up for one?
I don't know.
Okay.
What's 2950 divided by 250?
It's a really great price.
$10, $11? I think it was 11 something.
It says here 250 at $11.65.
Oh, yeah.
$11.65,
There you go.
thanks. $11.65, so $12.
Round it up.
Right, we'll round it up.
They might buy them.
Of course they will.
Everybody's asking if we have any.
Right? Yep. And they're less likely to lose them or use them for
And
Right.
if
their
it says
summer
Hartford
sweaters
on
if they
them,
have.
How long does it take to get them?
I don't know.
What's that?
They said, how long does it take to get them?
I don't know. Let's say a month at the most. I don't know.
So I'm sure the summer folks would love to have some too.
Mm-hmm.
Round it up to 12.
Charge them 12,
Yeah,
make some money on them.
45 cents,
30 cents.
Right.
35 cents.
That's wild.
That's a handling fee for the town office. It's a handling.
The last time we just stuck them out back of the building
Oh,
and they were fine. I didn't tell anybody they're out there, you know.
yeah, right, I wouldn't advertise that.
Could put them in the basement, then I have to run over here. Up, could keep a few over there. Yeah.
That's worth 35 cents a bucket.
Huh?
I said, that's worth 35 cents a bucket. Get your steps in. I have a question here about mowing. I still don't know where this old dump is.
It's on the way to Buckfield on
Yeah.
the left.
Yeah.
Right, isn't it right after the trailer park?
I thought it was down
No,
close,
this
past
side.
the
It's
This
a,
side.
recycling center, no?
I mean, the old dump
No.
that Sumner had?
We're mowing.
Hartford Sumner, the one we have to mow every year,
Why do we have to mow it?
because it was part of the deal closing it.
State,
Sumner and Hartford had that.
You only go outside the village in summer.
Yep.
You're on the left, on the little flat,
Yeah,
Near the river.
right beside the road.
where those purple tires are, is
Just
there
like a
a,
knoll.
is there a mobile home kind of tucked in?
Yeah, on the left.
Is it between that mobile home that's tucked in and the,
but wasn't it way out in the
the
woods,
park?
didn't you?
I think you can see it
I'm
from the
like, where
river.
was there a dump?
Through there
It
years
was
ago.
there.
I know, but I'm like, where? You can't tell now.
I was
Still
super,
in.
They,
I
yeah, they
was
made
little
us like
when
fill it all
my
in.
dad and I went
Grass
out there.
How long ago was that, do you know?
What's that?
How long ago was that?
I can tell you later.
When I was teenagers. When
Oh.
I was a teenager.
I was a little kid.
It was a long time ago.
Oh,
So there was a dump there.
we got a picture, my mother had a picture. There's this guy staying there. He has a little boxed in place there and everything.
At the dump?
Good place to have a dump right on the river. But that's where everybody put. I go bottle digging. It's always in the river. Riverbank.
Oops.
Yeah, probably 40, 50 years ago.
So how come we have to mow it? I know that's part of the agreement for closing it, but why do we have to mow it if it's all filled in?
Because that's DEP's instructions, keep it mowed.
At least once a year.
Yeah,
Really?
they don't want any trees growing.
They
Someone
don't want
pays
trees
half.
growing. How come? You'd think they'd want to.
Someone pays half and we pay half,
Yeah.
right?
Maybe they don't want anything to bring the trash up. I don't know. Tree
See
roots.
bitch, or- right, who knows?
Just a little history lesson there. All right.
Someone still pays too.
They contract out and we pay half the contract.
So like this year Jeremy did it, so
Yeah.
he charged them 600, they paid 300, then we paid 300.
Where are you at now?
I'm on Summer Rose.
Because I don't know if you saw, but in administration,
How far back?
let me find it first.
Okay.
Under town hall. I don't know why I put it there, but at the bottom of town hall, Lorraine
Town office, town hall, right here. Oh, the
Lorraine submitted to,
Centennial.
yeah, she wants more money, both in reserves for the monument and then the
Plaques.
250-year anniversary of Hartford, United States. She wants to have all kinds of activities, parade, all kinds of stuff.
Good for her. She's ambitious.
She wants help.
250,
Good
so
for her.
5,000 for the celebration
Mm-hmm.
and the Veterans Memorial. And I just mentioned to Leanne, I so appreciate everything that she does, but we really, to put more things right there where we really should have additional parking for handicapped people to be able to get in. I wish in an ideal world we could move that monument
You tell
before we build another new monument and put it in an area that,
They have to be back, I would think.
right, either back or the other side of the town office, make a little veteran park or circle with the stuff and the flag in the middle, or it just, you
I'd
know,
like to see it. That's a good idea if you had it on the other side of the town office, like between the parking lot of the railroad bed.
Plant flowers around it.
Yeah, that would look nicer than cramming it like right there.
You guys talk to her. I'm not upsetting my friend Lorraine.
I wonder how much it would detail on moving this one.
You'd have to take the plaque off and destroy that.
yeah, that thing is in bad shape now to begin with. That
I don't know if it's in
whole-
bad shape, but
the
it's,
the
To make it
plaster and
nice,
stuff coming off.
something nicer and newer, she wouldn't be upset by that. She loves the one in
And-
Canton.
We'll make handicap parking, we can move the ramp to where it should be, and, but it's hard to do all that when you're adding on to a memorial that's,
To make a memorial nicer and more visible, she wouldn't mind that.
then you could put a bench,
good luck.
She
you could
wouldn't,
put a
she
bench
wouldn't mind
there.
that.
Speak to her.
Huh?
Go right ahead.
I'll call her.
Yeah,
I like
little
Lorraine.
triple team.
Why are you laughing?
She's stubborn,
She gives,
stubborn,
she likes things her way.
stubborn.
I like
I think of all
Lorraine.
the functions and the people that are coming that have got, that need accessibility, we just don't really have. I would love to be able to have multiple handicap
I'm
spots right there.
surprised Plow ain't nicked this one yet, but hasn't. But yeah, I would think it would be look better on the other side of town office.
So
I think it would be a better tribute.
Lawn over there.
And what a great time to do it on on America's
Right.
250th. And she could unveil it.
Is the 250th actually 26? So we've got a year.
We should call her to a meeting
Aw,
and say what it is we're thinking, and
special meeting.
it'd be our own spot, and she could unveil it next year. And
So
I think she'd
there's,
really like that, actually.
I think there's like
Work
35,
that way.
3,500 already in a reserve for the monument, but she's asking for another 3 because she's talking to Colette's or somebody to make a nice engraved.
So this kind of accrued from 2024. She's got the 35 and she's asking for another
Yeah,
3.
yeah.
So she'll have a total of 65.
And she wanted to put a whole new,
That
wanna give you the
35 won't disappear.
Nope, she already, or it's actually,
it's already in a
she
reserve.
has
Okay, I see that.
3785 in a reserve. So I'm gonna actually take these 2 out of here and put them in the
37?
reserve
Okay.
because they're gonna be separate articles.
Where'd you come up with 3785?
That's what's already in the,
Her reserve.
right here.
Oh, it won't be on here.
Oh.
It's already in there from prior year.
Okay.
I'll have all this stuff in your book if I ever get it done.
37.
Only so many hours in a day.
In reserve. Okay. Well, that'll give her a nice nest egg to do that. I think honoring our veterans is super important. So.
Yep.
I'm
But I
good-
know when I
I'm good
put
with
wreaths
that.
out here, it's really hard because the stuff's crumbling on the monument.
To have something new, I think pays great
Save the
tribute.
plaques.
Yeah, I think that's a nice honor.
I think she'd love that. Make her the center of attention to unveil it. She loves that.
I love her energy. Why are you guys laughing?
Because we know.
We know her.
We're on camera, so.
I think she'd love it.
Okay.
Do we, under town hall, under maintenance, is that gonna be enough to redo the floor and all that?
No, that's
She has that as a
Below.
separate request.
7,000 I put if we refinish them.
We gotta do something, it's terrible.
What's that?
We have to do
Yeah.
something, this is terrible.
But it makes sense what the person suggested because this floor can probably only be sanded down one more time in its life. So to cover it might make sense because if we refinish it in a few years, it may look like this again. I don't know.
Well, we definitely, the building's getting used more and more and more.
Yeah, so.
Give it a good clean. I like the idea of putting something industrial and waterproof over it. Easy to
And it wouldn't
clean.
hurt that.
No,
It
not
would
at
It's
all.
just
not gonna touch it,
make
really.
it last
Right.
longer.
Right. I think it's a great idea.
So if you do, we can cut that number. Because I think he said 3,000 at the most to cover it, but it's up to you guys.
I think we definitely want to preserve it. I think we're unanimous in that.
And, you know,
Either
we're not
that
gonna
or
have people
buy-
take things off, or we're gonna have to buy a whole bunch of carpets.
Yeah, either that, refinish it and buy walking carpets everywhere.
Right. Then you.
What
those are
happens when you
heck
have
to
events?
Vacuum,
That-
carry,
that-
and
those
beat 'em.
runners
And people are dragging
Yeah.
chairs across the floor.
Get a nice industrial floating floor.
We do
Get a
it.
good one. It's not gonna hurt, it says no adhesive.
No, I mean,
Right.
we redo this and year two, we're right back to this.
I
The way
know.
it's abused. And I'm guilty. I've dragged tables when I'm by myself.
Right.
You can get that stuff now, so it looks like
Oh, it's
real
beautiful.
hardwood.
Yeah, we could match the woodwork.
So if you want something a little more expensive, maybe put
Right.
4,000,
I
I
was
don't
thinking the
know.
same thing, is we want something industrial, so you would wanna pay more.
Oh, yeah.
He said on the low end,
Waterproof.
low end was
industrial.
like 1,700, high end was 2,000 something.
Right. It's gonna get used a lot.
I'd love to see some sound absorber in here. The acoustics in here are horrible.
I wonder what,
It's not going to matter. The insulation behind the wall isn't going to stop the sound.
Over here, 1912 or 2868, but if we got something we
I'd be
like the
thinking like
looks of.
3,500 to 4,000.
What'd you say?
3,500 to 4,000.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna wanna buy extra, because if something happens
Right,
and
right.
we something gets broken, or say we are able to do a new bathroom,
Yep.
we bring the wood right in there.
Yep.
Eliminate
So
risk.
what do you want to recommend for?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Super easier to clean too, and it'll
Mhm.
stay looking nicer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Garage. We've only spent $29 this year.
Yeah, I think it was on locks or something,
Yep.
but we should have something. 'Cause like this year, we gotta fix that chimney.
Yes.
You think 500's enough?
And did we purchase plastic yet to cover the insulation?
Yeah, I don't have a bill yet.
Who
So
did
it's
it?
coming in.
John started putting up the plastic. I don't think he's done yet, but he charged the material at Pratt's, I think.
Okay.
He was gonna go to Lowell's or somewhere, but we have to pay sales tax there. So it probably evens out with the mileage and the sales tax, just to
For
pay
sure.
a little bit more here.
Right.
Yeah, and it's a new business. We want to support local. Not that Lowell's local, but
Your agenda for tomorrow has garage roof repair on it.
Yeah.
Just don't know how we're paying for it.
we might have to patch it till the new fiscal year. Or that
$500.
contingency fund.
So what has to be done? The chimney has to be repointed,
We're not sure yet,
No.
right?
It's a leak.
It's leaking around the chimney, so the lead
the
or,
flashing.
yeah.
Probably needs some flashing.
But this is, garage is in administration. I'm sure we can
Mm-hmm.
find a place to take the money from.
Well, why don't we just budget it and then we don't have to float it?
Yeah, but it should probably be fixed before July 1st.
Ah, got you.
Spring rain.
School building, the church street.
I put a little bit more in there because I don't know. You said that window needs to be fixed still and who knows what else.
Yes.
Okay.
Probably needs to be painted at some point. I don't know.
Yep.
So
Actually, the
where is
garage.
that? I must have passed it.
What's that?
I'm on page 8, but I don't know. It's administration.
What's that? Sue?
I was looking for where you were reading Schoolhouse.
6. And then page 6.
I'm on page 2.
It's right below the town hall.
Town office, town hall, garage, school building.
No, keep going. Start coding for it.
Right down below town hall.
Yeah, keep going.
Right.
It's after all the positions.
I was just here, town office, town hall.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Oh, next page.
Garage and then
School
school
building,
building.
Oh, I guess it's on that one.
Oh, school building.
Yeah, I put 500, but you guys, it's up to you.
We gotta fix that window.
What does it need? Does it
And
need
and
more
the
than
locks
window?
look like they were pretty rusted on there, the ones that Steve bought
I haven't been there,
2
so I
years
don't know.
ago, so.
Who would get rid of it?
You know where I want to with it. The school. Needs to
Call the
come over here.
Amish, have them get some logs,
Yeah.
roll it right over here.
They would.
Be perfect to do it right during the centennial.
Why do you want to get rid of it?
That's our oldest building.
Use it for something.
We should use
Right.
it for something.
We
Use it
should.
for something.
And
There's a
use it
dead
right-
horse up there right now.
And it's gonna get damaged because nobody's watching it. Yep.
Are you guys good with 5 or do you want to up it?
Yeah.
We spent $5 last year
Okay.
and $100 the year before.
I'm just worried about painting. 'Cause I think the garage needs to be painted at some point. It's
Oh, wait.
looking a little,
Remember the windowsills and stuff on the roadside are bad. So we definitely need to budget. I don't know how much, what's a gallon of paint? $50, $60 now.
yeah.
It's more than that.
Exterior.
80
80?
a gallon. Mm-hmm.
Gone up that much.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah, they don't give it away.
No batteries have gone up. Car batteries.
Yeah.
I would consider $1,000. if it needs paint and windows and locks.
The schoolhouse?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
No.
I was putting
I
that
don't
in
know
the
if it needs
garage.
paint, but
Which building are
Someone-
you saying needed paint?
the garage
garage.
at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So put that up to 1,000.
By the time you do,
Garage.
I think I would, in the school building, by the time you buy brushes and,
School building or the
We could
garage?
even do like a,
Or
are you
both?
talking about both?
paint's expensive.
You talking about the school? School? or the
School or
garage?
the garage or both?
I'm talking both.
Both.
Both, okay.
We can put 1,000 each and I can have John or you guys can look at it, see what you think.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You can do a little bit more with 1,000 than you can 500.
we don't, oh, we
What does
do.
this, what does the salt shed need? I thought that was supposed to get emptied once upon a time and then
Yeah.
fixed.
It almost is.
So
Yeah,
There's a maintenance
we're
for it.
supposed to seal the inside. I don't think we've ever,
Yeah, we need to. I remember hearing about that before I came on.
Bill?
Yeah,
Are you sleeping?
almost.
We're talking about the salt shed and spraying the inside or painting the inside this year?
I haven't ordered any sand or anything, I'm trying to get it right down to where it's almost empty.
Go, good.
you think we can do it before July 1st? We have $1,000.
It's gonna cost more than that.
Well, we can do what's open, there's about 800 yards left in there. And we could move that over, I guess, but you could do the part that's bare. I don't know, we're gonna get some more sand installed, ice stone, something, I'm sure, it's still March.
I know, but in May or June, do you think we
Well,
can?
I used to do it in, end of the year, end of the physical year, we used to do it. We used to roll a black tar on the walls there.
Think $1,000 gonna cover it?
Oh, I don't know how much that stuff is a bucket, I think I used to do it with, it used to take 10 buckets.
It's the old roof and cement, right, that used to spread and roll?
Driveway tar.
Yeah, driveway
Roll the
tar.
driveway with
Yeah.
seal.
I bet it's more than 1,000 now.
You wanna plan on doing it
I'm not sure how
after
much
July
that
1st and
is
put money in
anymore.
there?
No, we have to do it because that was the reason we were emptying it out, so
Right.
we're supposed to.
I'm sure we can put something together for a plan when we get ready to do it.
Can we do half in June and half in July?
That's a great idea. No, really, that's a great
Pretty
idea.
good.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Well, we
Uh,
always used to just sweep those walls, well, I used to take my pressure washer up and we wash the walls down. And let them dry, and we roll them with like the black you use on your driveway if you want to seal it.
Well, we have $1,000 that should be sent before June.
Okay,
So they don't sell 5-gallon buckets anymore, it's 4.75 gallon.
what?
You know how you have a 5-gallon bucket? It's now 4.75.
For more
They
money,
made it smaller.
for more
I have
money.
no idea how much they have, you know, bucket that.
So Ace Hardware and Tractor Supply's got them for 24.
Yeah, and then
bucket.
it didn't take long to roll it out with paper.
So 250, 260?
Plus labor, or contractor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, he can do what he can and then,
yeah.
I do like the idea, half and half. At least get
Right.
it started.
you wanna put in another 1,000
You
then?
thought you were
Yeah.
being funny and it was a good idea.
What's that?
He said she thought she was being funny and it was a really
Oh, it's
good
a
idea.
Good idea. There'll be rainy days and Bim can
Yeah.
have M or somebody paint that day and,
We just took paper rollers and
yeah.
after we pressure washed it, we let it dry off a day or two, and then we. rolled
So there's
it right out.
1,000?
We rolled out pretty fast.
We have 1,000.
There's 1,000 in there now. We'll
Yeah.
request 1,000. So
That should get it.
And we usually had a little bit of money left so we could repaint in the bottom of the door when the salt exposes the pits. We need to like sand that down, and repaint, like at least the bottom half.
So we'll plan on doing $1,000 worth.
Should be
in
able to do
June
it.
and then-
Yeah, we should,
I upped the flag money because I I always have to order exactly $250 worth, and I'm not sure if that's enough flags.
Right.
Those doors are pretty expensive.
Plus we need a bunch of. All right, so we cut the floor, but added here. Cut off the second.
We need a new flag for the flagpole.
Yeah,
Okay. And that,
got a little one on there now. It looks ridiculous.
It does
I
look.
didn't see it. You gotta look into the light you said.
Do you know what we could do? We could ask Tammy Schmerzel to see if she can get us a flag from Augusta.
That's where I usually get them. I think the
Fly by the State
Puddles,
House and take it
the
down.
Puddles donated the last one, I think, but it was just smaller for
Right.
our big pole.
Can we send a message to Tammy?
Do you want it?
Or we could all gang up on her and tell her this looks really bad, Tammy. We need a state flag.
Hmm.
Well,
That's a good
US
idea.
flag.
I like it.
I have to meet someone at 7:30, but I came, I didn't know you had any questions on the summer road budget. I guess on the numbers.
Looking at them now,
I'm not gonna smoke like
The biggest expense on the summer road budget is gonna be, was what you chose to do for paving. I don't know, I haven't talked to them about a price, but I'm guessing that paved Pratt Hill is gonna cost very close to 200. And there should be an overlay put on Perry Road. That's all they had the base put on, and they recommend putting that second coat on within 2 or 3, 4 years. And then the Green Acre Road should have an overlay put on it. And if there's any damaged spots in that base, they saw them out, patch it, and put the overlay on. I estimated Perry Road at 100 and, the Green Acre Road probably 50,000.
Is Green Acre over by,
across the road from Camp Road.
oh, right, okay.
So if you pull those items of pavement out, the rest of the budget is just more or less maintenance issues and adding some gravel here and there. So all these spots on these dirt roads that are turning to mud right now. So
We got
I
100,
can come when you have your budget committee meeting, I can come down and talk to you about it.
we got 100,000 in, that we put aside last year for paving, too.
You should have about money enough left to finish out this year and finish the bottom of that Pratt Hill Hill.
Gurney's in rough shape,
Gurney Hill,
and you only have $1,000 on here.
I mean, it's unlimited what you can spend. You go up the
Right.
same along Gurney Hill, and then you got, everybody's mad because it's all over on town. It's,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I put 50,000 down on, when we do Town Farm Road, we're gonna have to split that into like probably, that thing is 3 miles. We'll probably have to split that into 3 or 4 sections and do it over a 3 or 4 year period of time. But it's gonna cost a lot to do that whole road.
That's got a lot of rocks under it, too, doesn't it? 'Cause
Oh, that's a
Because it's-
mess.
how many miles is that road, Tim?
He
I
said
think
3.
it's 3 or 3.5 on. You're just gonna have to do a section, there's some sections there that when I was a teenager, driving a dump truck, and we put gravel in, there's sections of that have a very good base on it. There's other sections that's just complete garbage. There's some sections you really wouldn't have to do too much with other than shaping up the ditches. You've got a lot of culverts to replace there. I had discussed getting about 30 culverts, which is only really 15 crossings, but sometimes you have to use 3 culverts if it's on an angle, so you use 3 culverts. road's a mess. It needs to pick a section of it. I kind of always thought we'd start right up here by the end of the Tucker Road and go down to where years ago we put the new gravel in it and then come back up through. Because the gravel part where we graveled it back in the 70s is pretty good.
Is that before you get to the rise where the machinist place is?
Oh yes, way beside there.
Okay.
There's sections that have got real good base under it and there's sections that are just garbage. So,
The lower, you call the lower section the garbage by the new culverts?
down on the end where the big culvert is,
Yeah. Call that garbage?
well, that's pretty rough down through there, but that isn't probably what I'd go for first. And I would get that section, when you go up Tucker Road and you go right of the flat.
You go
There's
left,
a good section there that you could, if you went from where we ended off putting gravel back in the 70s, and you came back up through to where Jeremy's old trailer used to be, if anybody knows, that section right there would be a good section to work on, because that never had nothing done with it. It's just over stone walls, and along there in front of where Sheila used to live, stone walls like live right on the end of the road. They just pushed whatever. The only way we can afford to do that is like a section at a time. Unless you want to go up there and spend like $1 million. I'm just concerned with that tax.
you don't think the hill part is worse? You don't think going up the hill part is worse? Going up from the,
Going up the hill is bad, there's a lot of ledge there, you're not gonna. We worked on that, you can't even hardly get a ditch line in there because the ledge is right there. The more you dig into that bank, the worse you are because that's falling down on you.
Mhm.
I was looking at the section that gets the most traffic. Tucker Road gets a lot of traffic. And then it splits and goes kind of either way.
Mhm.
So if you could do that top part first, between the two gravel sections from the 70s, if you did that middle piece, you'd make a big improvement. That's something we can talk about when we're ready.
Yeah.
I just came by to explain, I head down to numbers and the big part of it is what they choose, if to do any paving or not.
Uh-huh.
And your big road projects are Pratt and Town Farm and,
Well, you can pick up projects anywhere around here on these back.
well, I was just looking at your numbers.
Trying to hit a little section of town fund would be good.
Yep.
And none of these are the FEMA projects in your budget.
No,
We don't know when we're gonna get that money either, right? No.
I thought you had to spend the money before they gave it back.
When we had that meeting, I asked FEMA, you checked with their boss, they were getting it up front, but whether that's true or not, I don't know. Right now, we've only got paid for what we did,
Right.
and
There's
some
still a lot
of
of
what we
areas that
spent.
need to be finished. No, the budget I gave you right there is just nothing to do with people.
We have 100,000 in a paving reserve.
I told him that.
If you
Okay.
have 100 in there for paving,
Yep.
We put in last year.
you probably would only need, I put down 200. I didn't realize you had 100 in there. And I don't know what it's gonna cost. I think the last time that I got them to give me an estimate of that, they had it combined in with a bunch of other roads, and it was, as I remember it, was around 200 or close to it. But the reason I put Perry Road and Greenacre Road on there this year was if you're gonna bid out paving Pratt Hill, and you could offer them those other two roads, they might give you, they usually give a lot better price per ton. But it matters how much you want to spend. I'm as much in favor of keeping our taxes down as anybody is. Mine are huge. So.
Is there a way to find out what an estimate would be for grinding, like Pratt?
Grinding? It's gonna be a lot.
I know, they just wanted,
I can ask them, but 3 years ago, I got Northeast was doing a lot of paving for us. And they used to grind for me for 65 cents a square yard.
but they just wanted to,
But that same year, I got a price from Pipe Industries, and they wanted $1.65 a
they
yard.
just want a ballpark figure to see what the difference would be from us digging it up or grinding.
There's only a couple of companies that do the grinding. Danza does it,
So we take
Pipe does it.
money out of his
and,
paving because we have 100,000.
There's really only
He doesn't
three
really know what it's gonna
grinding
cost.
to my knowledge. So if I'm helping, I guess that's all I can do.
Yep.
I can come to the budget meeting if you want me to, and we'll talk about
Yep,
other issues.
Because we've got, like we said, 100,000 set aside. You've got 200,000 in here.
I put
For
200
paving.
down there.
Yep.
If you have half of it, it's great.
what's that under?
He's got it under Summer Roads, Pratt Hill, 200,000, and way over to the left, over to the right says paving.
Okay.
But we have 100,000 in there, so.
We also
If
have,
you want me to, I'll get a couple of quick estimates from a couple of the companies.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
I'll check with them on the grind.
yeah, that'd be good.
I don't know where you guys are with the grader, but he has money in there for repairs.
I put $5,000 for some repairs on that grader.
But
I
we,
know it's old and it's worn out. It's old, it's worn out. The only thing that it critically needs is it needs to have a new parking brake cable to lock it up and lights. That thing is so handy, you don't realize how much that gets used. I mean, I might grab that thing for like 2 hours to finish up and smooth up something that we worked on all day, but you're not gonna have that availability like renting one on hire. I mean, as long as I put a new engine in that like 8 years ago.
would that cover, because like that cab is all loose on top. Would
I
that be
really
able to?
tighten that up
Well,
a dozen
that-
times. I could spend a little more time on it and get it tightened up, but it's a
Who thinks we're foolish to sell that?
I wouldn't sell it, it runs and, I mean, you pay an operator
Until we're into
$25
a
an hour, and
because the
buy some
cab comes
fuel
up and hits
for
your
it,
car.
and it gets you going.
He's gonna need tires. Tires are all flat, are all bald.
I had a set of tires, and the guy gave me that he took off his grader, his grader, they were only about half wore out. I'd give them to the town if they wanted them. I mean, it wouldn't cost much to fix the old thing up, just get a little more out of it, it's gonna be cheaper.
Well, it's not
Why
cheaper
do
if
you
something
grade
bad
it?
happens and it hits
If
somebody.
you went out,
That's a lot of money.
by the way, we keep increasing paving some of that dirt road, we've cut down that old dirt road a lot, and you can't I don't believe you can justify owning a grader. You get a grader in half decent shape, you're gonna spend $100,000. I just put a little money in it and keep using it. But I know the cab's loose, and the cab mounts, I've worked on them a number of times. They ain't gonna fall off, nothing's gonna happen, it's loose. I mean, to the average grader operator, he's gonna be like, oh, this thing's a piece of junk, and it kind of, it's been a good old grader for us, still runs good.
but we do have money
Just, I would give it a little thought before I sold it.
in equipment reserve if you
Thank you.
do decide to.
All right?
What page is that? Thank you.
Okay.
This is the general ledger. We have money in equipment reserve account.
I don't even think
So,
it needs one, but
Could take it out of
if I was
here
gonna
instead
put a
of
sticker
the
on it,
budget.
I would want to-
I don't know if it's for repairs. I'd have to look at that article.
Well, I'd love to see somebody besides Bill inspect it.
was back. I think
Right.
that's what I was
It's a lot to think about.
You tell me about the cop getting the trash truck the other day.
So you know what you got it for?
Going on a posted road.
Going on Posted Road.
I had to call DOT. They sent me the law. I had to print the law, write a letter.
I thought trash truck has to come.
Mhm. It's one of the exemptions. But you still got a
I
ticket.
get,
I bet you called.
oh, I can imagine how
That's
mad
right.
Jerry was. I can Jerry.
Had to have been. I see.
All right, I wanted to.
I'll see you. Thank
Thank you.
Thank you.
See ya, Ben.
you.
Oh, dear.
Sorry, I will email it to you. I know you don't need text to. We'll put it in email.
Like this one, current year, I'm going to add 2,000 more that was approved last year. So these aren't all, I think that's the only one we raised money for this year. Just so you know, the totals aren't exact because I haven't put this money in there yet. Like that's reval, another 2,000's going in. That's all we did last year.
Oh, we did it for recent.
So
because
you
we
have
were-
24,
trying to
25,
keep things
so the
low.
36, you have 2,000 that you
Said
still
we-
need to
Reason we
deposit.
didn't put so much
In
in
the
the
reval, yeah.
revaluation is because we were trying to keep our
So it
taxes.
should be
low.
38,050.
So that'll go towards that big bill.
If you,
That
when
we
you
just coming
decide
up?
what to do, yeah,
Ah,
could. You just have to vote on it at a meeting to spend a
Sure.
reserve, yeah. Yeah, the trash truck, he stopped at Ben's and I called Brandon. He came down here, got a letter from us because the cop said he was going to stop him again and get him more tickets if he caught him again on this. It was just on this road, 140. So we went up, took a road. He was going to try to go all back roads, the rest of his route, but you can't. You have to go on the state road.
You gotta pick up the trash on the state roads. So did it get resolved?
I don't know. I haven't heard a word.
Maybe that's a surcharge.
It's not our fault.
Is there really only 46 grand in the fund balance
What fund balance?
at the very last item, number 4, trust funds
No, that's a trust fund. That's the fund balance for that.
for that?
It's all cemetery stuff.
Okay, that's the added all that together.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Sorry. I was like, whew, what happened? Okay, fund balance, special
This is-
revenues. Is that what's in our fund balance right now? 77,644?
Nope, that's the special revenues
That's another one?
department. This is general fund, but that's not accurate. According to the audit, we have 1.5 million in
In there right
undesignated.
now? Okay.
And that policy we worked on, fund balance policy, it says anything over 25% of the budget, which is 2 million something, has to be, we have to keep at least 25%,
Mhm.
anything over that. We're never gonna
Never gonna get
get
that.
over that. It's our,
Good, then we'll keep our fund balance untied up.
approved. It would have to be 25% over that amount, 3 million. We're never gonna. Didn't think that through.
We were thinking 3 months, was it 3 months worth of
Should have-
expenses,
should
or was
have
it 6 months worth of expenses? We were thinking in the event of a disaster.
Right, but in that policy that
Mhm.
you guys approved, it says anything over 25% of what was approved prior year. So it would be over 3 million. We're never gonna have.
This is supposed to be for excess funds.
Yeah.
So basically, we're saying we're gonna keep access to our excess
We don't do
funds
anything with
without,
it.
well, we keep reinvesting it. But you're gonna have a policy, and you wrote it right from, was it Bethel's or somebody's?
Yeah, it had
only
a
changed-
16%.
Yeah.
I just didn't think it through enough. We can always change that. next year.
We have a policy in place. And it works right
We
now.
might have that much money someday.
Yeah,
I
could be
doubt
next year after they reevaluate.
All right, what do you guys want to do? You good?
What, I was just looking at, looks like is it another 15,000 on Darrington? And-
Well, it seems like that would be a FEMA issue unless it's a different section, because there's already two sections in Darrington that we have money, we're gonna get money
Money for.
for.
There's the FEMA thing.
Because he's got that in here. Summer road material and road repair, 15,000.
Oh, it's just general maintenance of the gravel road, so it doesn't get muddy.
Material, you mean, 5? Is that what you're looking at?
Right, I'm just looking at 15,000 to go into Darrington after we put so much into it. I'm just, if that's FEMA money, I get it, but just.
I would,
looking at
I would
what the
hate to
other
take
roads
from
are,
the
too.
budget if it's going to be a FEMA road.
I don't know
Is that
why
what you're
that's
saying?
there. Are you on the roads?
This is the 50,000 for Green Acres.
Yeah, this, I don't know why that's there.
Oh.
I was probably just testing the formula.
Whoopsie. Right, you click over here. Oh, that worked. Okay, good. I get it. I am a little concerned about Gurney Hill because
Gurney Hill's in
it
rough shape.
needs some work
Whew.
and
There's like,
some gravel.
First part.
there's culverts, like if you get up to the top, well, the first
Cul-
part,
Culverts, you're driving directly on metal.
You went to go look at
they're
one
sticking right out of the
today.
dirt.
You went to look at one today up there on Goody Road. Rick called it. I don't know if it was frozen and water was in the road.
Did you guys decide to cut that Pratt Hill Road paving by 100,000 and take it out of the reserve?
Take it out of the reserve.
Okay,
I am concerned because you've got culverts that are going to be damaged if people are driving directly on top of the metal, and that's what it is right now.
Plus plow trucks. And
I'm gonna have to look at Perry. Why is Perry in such rough shape?
it's not, it's newly paved.
Not,
It
it
just
needs
needs
a
that
second
overlay.
coat.
If you look over here,
Oh,
You're supposed to put an overlay after 2 years or something
Yeah.
like that.
and it's been like 3 or 4 because
Yeah.
of the,
And I asked him about Church Street because that one's been waiting for overlay, that section, for like
a long
8
time.
years. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he said not this year. Another thing he didn't have was road signs, and I know he left, but he has wages. I wish somebody would decide whether,
He pays them or we pay them?
yes, it
Right,
keeps
but
switching
we
back and
shouldn't be paying, they're
forth.
contracted workers. We should not be paying them.
But if someone runs the grader, that should be
Bill,
BIM out of administration.
right,
Yeah, one way or the other.
because we
if
shouldn't be paying
McNeil
his
Farms is
employees.
my understanding is if McNeil Farms is the contractor, then McNeil Farms pays their people.
Well, it used-
Unless they run town equipment. Like if they run the grader, that's a
Town.
town employee. Because it's a town equipment.
Right? But that wasn't the case last year because we rented it.
No, because we didn't have,
Yeah, I don't think we paid any wages last year. Well, current year, no.
because we rented the grader this current year.
He
We
did.
running it this
Yeah.
fall, didn't he?
Yep. But I agree, we need to mean, they're not on our workers' comp, and we don't want them on our workers' comp. They need to be his employees, and
So do you want to keep that there? It's 5,000 for summer road miscellaneous wages. I would, if you keep it there, I have to put in FICA and medical leave.
right. Last year, he was talking about having, when he came up with that number, he was talking about having someone when they're out cutting the sides of the road, not the bush hogger, but when people have to go out, and he said, after so many years, you gotta go out with loppers, and
But
again, they shouldn't be our employees, it should be Indian Farms.
the reason why he changed it to pay them under his business, because he wanted more per hour,
Right,
and I don't think we were okay with it, so we just, I think that's how I remember it. So he figured, he just billed for it at the
Right.
new rate.
$35 an hour.
Right.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's gonna be one way or the other.
Right, and we can tell them that, we should tell them that.
Yeah, I could never figure that out.
Yeah,
me either,
How
How he did that.
Well, when the workers' comp guy said to us, do we have any other employees? We go, no, but we don't want any either. I don't want to be responsible. And then, as you said, FICA, FUDA, SUDA, all that stuff.
Yeah, we have to,
And as you said, the
medical leave, which
medical
isn't
leave.
much.
I know, but still, it's just more tracking.
So culverts, we agreed that we were gonna take that FEMA money, So I don't-
No, ARPA money.
ARPA money,
Yeah.
thank you. So I don't think we need it to budget 20 grand for culverts if we're,
Is that under miscellaneous?
So I think we had like 35,000 left in ARPA money.
We have,
page you on, Kathy.
15. We agreed to use that ARPA money on culverts, even though we'd already spent a ton on culverts.
What was left?
So for 20 grand more, I don't think we need to do that. And then the mowing and brush cutting, so our bill, we budgeted 6 grand, it came to 88 last year, and we only requested $1 grand. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, why did we do that? Does he do that mowing every year?
Yep,
I think we have 77, something's up because it's supposed to be there.
1,000 on top of the 8.
'Cause I thought we used some for Pratt Hill, we used some for
Is he doing that?
Mahoney.
I wonder,
I can't hear both of you.
if he's figuring adding 1,000 on top of the 8.
Well, we have to request it. You can't just request $1 grand.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know why you're doing that.
Well, it doesn't need to be done every year, does it?
I didn't
The
think. it
whole
needed-
time? So maybe it's just first,
I don't
the
know.
corners or intersections?
We mowed in 21. We didn't spend any in 22. We did in 23, 24,
Every other year.
25.
We can ask him that at budget.
So there was only 1 year we missed, and that was 2022, and I don't know why. But no,
Good
it looks like it
question,
gets
though.
mowed every year.
Unless that's before he got Warren. Let's skip the year one.
Warren mowed the year we skipped.
Might be,
We would have paid him.
no, I said maybe he didn't do no more in the year that's.
Evidently.
And what's this miscellaneous road repair? We have road repair on all of the And now we've got just like this weird
It
$5,000
might be
road
parking
repair.
lots, the railroad bed parking,
See, I don't get that.
sweeping the intersections.
Why is it that the contract, besides having the roads, it just seems like our parking lots, they ought to be plowing as a part of the contract, not billing separate for the town lot and
It's not a road.
I understand that.
That's what the contract says.
Road repair.
I know sometimes he used to have Dave Bowen come with the brusher, brush all the sand off the parking lots and in the intersections so people don't slide into the road.
Motorcycles.
Could be something like that.
And so when he plows 219, the state doesn't reimburse us anything?
We get LRAP money, LRAP. It's like we have to show where we spend it. We have to spend it on capital projects,
Right.
but that has to do with plowing.
Do we use that to offset his plowing fee or where do we put it?
Goes in the revenue. In the revenue offsets, it's listed under revenue to reduce our budget.
Okay.
I still call it your, but it's LRAP now. We got 42,000 current year, so that's what I put expecting for next year too. Hopefully it's not cut.
The
What is that?
URIP?
And yeah, it's actually LRAP now.
Oh,
We change
LRAP.
the name.
Where's that window?
No, under revenue, that's what we get from the state. I just
To
have to
plow.
fill out a sheet saying that
219 and 140.
Right.
That doesn't seem like very much considering.
Yeah.
That's a lot of road.
About 12 miles
Right.
open.
And how many road miles do we have? 47?
49.
They don't even pay a third of our plowing cost? See what I'm saying, Kathy?
$7,500 a mile to plow it. I don't know how many miles that is.
About 6 miles both ways. Canton, here, Turner. Here.
Yep, 6 miles. So the sign as you can pass the
12.
beach, it says Hartford,
So
6
12 miles total. It's 12 times 75. It's only 9,000.
That's not right.
No. You have a
When you
calculator.
multiply
I
times
can't even read my writing.
Well, I figure we had 47 and 12 is like 25% of that. We pay him 351,000. So that's what I was trying to figure out.
7,500 per mile. Times 12 miles.
90,000.
That's what I had, but it looked like way too
Yeah.
much.
No, not when we pay 351,
Okay.
right? We pay 351,000 to plow. 47 miles,
Yeah. Something.
so 12 of that.
So we're getting half of it.
That's why the state needs to plow it. Or give us more money too.
So I
So who
crossed
we
off
got-
culverts.
Go ahead, yeah, cross out over. Because I mean, I know that number is down from where we were before the culvert number for ARPA, but I'm pretty sure we still had 20 grand in there.
I think it's 77. It's just not in the right place. I gotta look at my
I thought
account.
it was 70 something too.
Right, but I thought we paid for the culverts for Pratt Hill, and it was already 70 something. Paid for
I-
culverts for Pratt Hill, we paid for the culvert, or whatever the work over on,
We started out at 123 something. We used is it 5 of that for the beach.
A few years ago. No, we didn't spend anything this year.
Well, I thought we were gonna build back some of the culverts that came out of the, Pratt Hill was gonna go on, under that. So it did not.
Not yet.
Well, then we have plenty of culvert money.
Well, let me look at Pratt Hill.
Maybe culverts on Pratt Hill was extra culverts we had,
I don't see any culverts on the Pratt Hill.
and they just used them.
No, it wasn't extra culverts.
And I just have the contract price. I don't have, do we pay for culverts separately? Oh,
That's what we
was it a
requested.
separate
is-
bill?
That's
Did
what
you
we
charge them? I don't remember.
He charged us for the culverts. He had to go get them.
I didn't pay him for him. I have 3 payments for his contract. That's it.
Well, they were, I'm sure, he got them over at Hood's. Isn't that where we get our culverts?
Get building woods.
Unless they're under my, this is what I, okay. Because I spend out of these reserve accounts and it stays in the expense. It doesn't come out of the total balance until the end of the year. So I would have to look at the expense for the whole department,
Right.
which I don't think it shows on the expense. Special revenue expense. So we do have some expenses. 14,667. Does that sound right?
And it does.
Okay, so minus that from the 77. 63.
Okay.
That was all in December when I paid it.
And what was the total? 14,000?
14,667.
Okay, so it means we have 62,000, so there's plenty in the culvert fund that we won't have to have any culvert money in there. Total culvert money, 62,333. Has the rec department, they haven't spent all their money. Oh, they did. Some of that's in there for picnic tables.
Oh, oh,
You know what I
yes,
mean?
yes.
You know what I mean.
What do you mean?
Some of this expense is picnic tables.
That was ARPA money.
That's what I thought. Was it
But
like-
still,
it was like
either
4
way,
grand or
Yep.
something?
that's all we have left.
Yeah, gotcha. Either way, we can take that out and we cut the other one by 100,000 too.
So I need to print a vendor detail report so I know all this next.
Excuse me.
Just on summer roads, winter. Yeah, I had lower amounts for winter salt and sand, but
Yeah, because I know last year we were trying not to buy as much so that we could get the building cleaned out. But he's going from 2 years ago at 77,000, this year at 38, going all up to 95,880
for salt.
for salt.
Well, look at the past years though.
9,400.
I still have some bills to pay. This is as of March 1st. And I have that with me. So,
You don't have the winter sand as of March, no?
today, yes.
You do?
I just did the warrant today.
Geez, again, but.
So, we've spent 49,271 on salt as of today.
49 what?
What?
49,271 we've spent on salt
Okay.
as of today.
Okay.
And then do you have sand?
We didn't buy any.
No?
Not this year. We filled it last year.
Okay, topped her off.
because we really needed to empty it and,
Right. And what did he
And do
say?
the
We've got
maintenance.
about 800 yards left?
I think that's what he said. Did he say 800 yards?
Did he say we got about
800.
800 yards left in there?
He said he had quite a bit. I don't know how much.
800.
I heard 800. My brain is like saturated with numbers. Can we continue?
Right, so these are the I'm looking down at the bottom, social services of people that made a request. Did we get requests in?
Only the ones that you see in the blue.
I like it.
And I don't know what you want a definite cutoff is. Usually if I'm, headed to the printers or you've already approved the warrant, no more, but we can do before that if you want.
Right, because I think we need to reach out to both pond associations, to make sure they
I
request.
don't reach out to anybody.
I know, okay.
Your phone has it yet?
No, I saw that.
Hartford
they're
Heritage
not-
is
they're
still
like
only
not active
requested
right now.
600.
They're not active right now. They don't have
They're
meetings
just
and
scraping to
stuff
get by.
off season because the pond's frozen.
I think it's still asked.
Well, they haven't any elected officers yet.
Anybody can raise that at town meeting. Just make a motion.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm gonna, after what happened to
Can't.
Canton, I just want to make sure that
What about Canton?
they didn't put a request in.
Last year.
Year
What
before.
what about Zadok and the Mothers Club of Sumner and we gotta talk about Sumner Fire Department. I never got a request from them. Or are you just gonna call the lakes?
Are
You
just gonna
said you're
call
not
it-
gonna call them.
I'm not
So-
calling anyone
Right. So
because it's gonna make the
that's-
taxes go up.
That's all I said was, okay.
But did Sumner Fire Department decide to request any money or not? Because I need something on paper.
I asked them if they would put together how many calls that they did here, because I think you had requested that, and I haven't heard anything. So let me reach out to them again.
Yeah, I'm surprised the library in Buckfield didn't.
No,
Especially after we definitely supported them in the past.
I'm really surprised too. And that's a good donation, $1,200. Maybe they're doing well with their fundraising.
probably just forgot. Who are you texting? The Lake Association?
No, I'm sending it, I am sending a reminder.
Oh, Channel 10 went up 50.
What's that?
Channel 10.
That's my twin brother.
I know.
I was just,
You're better looking.
That's funny. He looks like a happy fellow.
he's all about.
I hope he's
the
not watching
holidays.
this.
What's that?
I hope he's not watching.
No, they're eating, he made a corned beef and cabbage. He does the whole gig.
Can we tack on another? My brain is full.
Yeah, Can't Lake didn't.
Not yet this time?
Yep, do you? I'll fill in the numbers I have. If you want to talk about it tomorrow night or some other time.
Another workshop to
Yeah.
wrap up.
Yep.
We can figure that out tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, because we still have a ways.
We do. You've worked all day. I've worked all
Yeah, my
day.
eyes
Sue's
are
worked
on.
all day. Not
Need
all of
eye
us are
drops.
retired like Kathy Lowe.
And supper, I had pretzel
What's
sticks
that?
on my way here.
I said, not all of us are retired like Kathy Lowe.
I'm a nighthawk.
Oh,
I
not
am.
me. Sorry.
I'm bad.
You want to adjourn?
Yeah, and so I'd like to adjourn this meeting. I need a second. All right, all in favor? Thank you very much for your time and consideration, ladies.
Thank you.
Jen?
You just hit a point where you just can't talk numbers anymore
I keep yawning
from there.
and I can't stay focused. I'm like, what?